Hi, thanks for clicking through to this video. I'm going to do a quick demonstration now of one of the new tools or automation features of ADO, Azure Boards from Microsoft. And it's probably something which people ask for quite a lot. I've never really wanted it that much, but I think if you've got a plan and you really want to better manage your parents, and particularly manage the states and get analytics of the states, I think it's a pretty good feature. So I'll go through what the current state is of the tool. So what happens at the moment is you've got a plan. I've got the most straightforward plan, a project epic story task. Now, what might happen is you end up working a lot in the team looking after the boards, but not so much the parents. So when you've got a task might go into in progress like I'm doing now. And then what happens is that's started and the clock's ticking on that, but the parent hasn't started. So this can make it all the way through to done and nothing up above has even opened. So it can, if we're not managing the higher levels, that can really skew your metrics up. And this happens quite a lot where teams use ADO and the management don't. So really the management should be looking up these tiers here. So your project manager should be going there, but they rely on the team updating stuff, so it's not so good. So what you can do, I'm going to minimize that one and look at this epic. It's exactly the same. I just want to do it for a fresh set of cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a setting on. And if you go over to here, you can see over here we've got some rules. And on these rules, I can say I want to activate the parent when the child is activated. And I'm going to put both rules on at the same time. I'm going to complete them as well when they're done. I don't have to put them both on. I can just say one or the other. And now it won't surprise you that if I actually go in here and activate this, save and close, what will happen is the parent will set in to go in as well. And then when I close that to done, it should close the parent. Now that's really, really good because now we're going to get the same on here and here. Now, if there were more than one task, I'm going to do this over down here. Let's go and say there was two tasks. Task 2, it would only be when the last one is updated. So if down here I go task 1 is in progress, doing, that's the first one, and that sets that one to doing, and we'll go and set this one doing as well, just for the sake of argument. And that's good. This is all running. It's running. A few days later, this task gets closed. We'll go done. Yes, thank you very much. It didn't set this one to done, look, which is really, really good because you don't want that to happen unless that's what's done. Okay. So it is always the last one that gets done. So we've got a plan of 3 or 4 tasks. Now, what you will notice is that nothing's changed in the epics. Or you might not have noticed that, but nothing changed in the epics. So this one didn't set it going, didn't set it to done. Same with this one up here. So this one up here, my original one, that was done, but nothing was set to done above. So let's just go and try something out. Let's go put a task on here, task 2, and let's see if we can get that working. Well, the reason is because when I put this automation on, I put it on the backlog level, it does say up here, it will only work for the level you're on. So if I'm going to put it on the backlog level, it will only work on this blue card. So I need to go up a level and say, actually, I'm going to put it on this level as well. So I'm going to put that on. And so now, when I go into here and I go, where were we? We're going to go here, here, here. There's that second task. Here we go. Let's go and put this one in progress, see what happens. Doing. And there we go. It's going to set both of those to doing. Let me minimize all this other stuff that you don't really want to see. So set them both doing now. When this final task gets done, it's not just going to close the parent, it's going to close the grandparent as well. So there you go, it's all done. So it's total automation that is moving things from the beginning and to the end of the workflow. The intermediary steps, there's no way of doing that without some pretty serious automation. And then you'd probably not be able to do it because you'd have to map which child goes to which level. It would have to be a very, very hard, strictly governed process, and I wouldn't want to see that. Now, of course, this one didn't update this top one. What we could have done is put the automation on there, and to do that, we didn't have that rule, so it never did. Hopefully that demonstration gives you a flavor of how easy it is to set up. It is on the team level, it is on the backlog level, so you'd have to do this within the team or have everything under the same team. All right, that's hopefully giving you a demonstration to the automation in Azure Boards.